Hey there folks, and welcome to another gaming episode of oldie DOS games from the 90s generally. Stuff I played when I was a kid and I love, and today I am bringing one of my very, very favourite games. I say that, do I say that every time? I feel like I say that every time, but this really is. We're starting the DOS prompt here because I want to show the introduction to the game. I think it's also the CD version of the game that we're playing, which is not the version I played as a child. I played the floppy disk version, so it might be a tiny bit fancier than what I'm used to. But what's the game? Which you probably already know since you've probably read the title. The game is Dune, which, as you may know, is a hugely popular science fiction novel, sort of the Lord of the Rings of the science fiction world to many people, and those people include me. Dune is in fact my favourite book. Anyway, hopefully this should work. Here we go. Is it working? Are you going to let me play? Yes? Yes? No? Yes? No? Oh yeah, there we are, there's the sound. There we go. Look, space! Doesn't that sound so good? I mean, for the early 90s, you've got to imagine, technology is like a quarter of a century earlier now. Look at that! So proud of it being a CD-ROM that they have to get it in there. It's a nice wibbly noise there, I like that. It's quite atmospheric. It's really cool. Oh, here we are! We're going to Dune! Look! It's got 2 moons. Twin moons. That's really nice sound. Is it gonna let me do anything? We're going to get to play. Look! It's a desert! Dune is a big desert planet. There's a lot of desert on Dune. An awful lot of desert. Oh, are we just going to fly across Dune for a little bit? I think I may have to click to stop this, but I also quite like the flying. We're just flying across a random desert planet. It's a little bit quantum leap. Here we go! We've got to a place. We're flying. I think that was supposed to be us landing. We flew by ornithopter, I assume. Is there anything else going to happen? Or no, don't click. Here we are, going into the palace.
We've spotted 3 troops of Fremen around the palace, and I've sent Gurney Halleck to meet them. He's not returned yet. Go there and see what's keeping Gurney.
Oh my goodness! It's voiced!
Paul, I have a deep feeling that being here on Dune with these Fremen will reveal something to you.
It's voiced!
Something you can't even imagine.
Oh, this is so weird! I never played this with them having voices before. Okay, I've clicked something now, so hopefully will let me play the game. Rather than just flying about. Oh, here we go. This is the intro that I remember,
future,
but not with a voice.
Explored many worlds, traveling through space by the use of
The spice. This is a bit weird. I'm not sure I like this guy. I don't know who he is. Okay. Do I have to click, or are you going to spin on for me? I'm a bit worried about clicking because I don't want to skip the intro. Oh, it's going. There we go. Spice.
Spice.
Oh no, I want to read it out, but someone's already doing that, so
only on one planet
in the whole universe.
That planet is Arrakis, better known as Dune.
Okay, important info. So spice, very valuable. I forgot, what's it called? The economy called when you need a product and it can only be got in one place and everything's dependent on that product.
It's a dry, desolate planet with vast deserts.
There's never a drop of rain
on Dune.
Okay, this is important info to know. Deserts, very hot, very dry, deserty planet. Oh look, it's Cal McLaughlin!
You are Paul Atreides, son of Duke
Leto
Atreides.
Atreides. Anyway,
The
where were we?
Harkonnens, longtime
Enemies of your family have come to Dune to control the spice production in their brutal way. See, I like my reading better. I sound less like a computer. which I think has helped. That's the Baron Harkonnen.
Out of Dune, with the help of the few natives, the
The
Fremen.
Fremen. Okay. Here we are! We are in the palace. Look at our cool graphics. Oops, wait, should I be... Oh yeah, here we are. I can adjust this. I can put it American... Can I just put it in... What's the difference between American and English? I'm scared to ask. Does it just add all the U's back in? So, this is where we start. We're in the palace. This is Duke Leto, our father, who we can talk to. The people you can talk to in a room will be here. This shows you, they're down in the corner here, which direction you can go in to explore. I think that's lore. That shows how many days have passed, because that actually does matter. The passing of time, you can't just fuck around and do sod all for as long as you like. If you take too long to do certain things, the Emperor of the Universe gets really testy at you. And these, I think, those have little portraits in it when you have people with you, if I recall correctly. Anyway, so here we are. Oh, that's quite weird. I never noticed that before. That's a ram up there, which is a symbol of the Harkonnens, not the Atreides, which amuses me slightly. Okay, so let's talk to Duke Leto, who is our father.
Leto Atreides.
Leto Atreides. Jeez. These are the RPG choices that you can choose. I think those are the only three you get. Talk to me, come to me, or what? Fair enough. Remember, early 90s, 2 megabyte game.
I am the Duke Leto Atreides.
Oh, okay, that's just a repeat. Stop saying Leto, what I consider to be
My
incorrectly.
son, we must mine the spice as soon as possible, or the Emperor will recall us from Dune.
I'm not sure I'm on board with this voice
We've
acting.
spotted 3 troops of Fremen around the palace, and I've
Ooh.
sent Gurney Halleck to meet them.
Yay, Gurney Halleck!
Not
He's
returned
great.
yet. Go there and see what's keeping Gurney.
Okay, so he's...
My son, we must... No, I have to stay here. It's useless to insist. I have to stay here. No. Now, Paul, that's enough. I said no. It's useless to insist. I have
I like
to stay
to
here.
get mad at you. You're like stubborn. Forward is a handy bedroom, which you can't actually sleep in or anything. There isn't any nonsense like going to sleep in order to level up. Not I'm thinking of Oblivion when I say that. I just got Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I'm finding the whole you can't instantly level up. I have to find a bed and have a nap all the time. It's very irritating. Because it's just annoying to do. Okay, so you can look in the mirror here if you want to see what you look like. There you look kind of like Kyle MacLachlan, who played Paul in the David Lynch movie. And there's your handy options for load, save, exit. Which obviously we don't need to do any of that just now. We can look away from the mirror, stop admiring ourselves. So yeah, there's a bedroom. Here's what looks like the main throne room. You can't, this is just a lovely picture here. You can't actually interact with it.
My son.
It will. Okay, yeah, I heard you the first time. You can pop out here, which is the balcony. God, it's so weird I can remember that. It's been so long. But yeah, so you've got a lovely view here. There's some desert, there's the sky, and there's a little ornithopter down there, which is rather nice. Okay, and then we go this way, and this is, what is that? Oh, that gives you a map. Cool. Yeah, if you click that, you can see where you are in relation to, well, that's the palace. Here's a lovely corridor. This is Jessica, who is, for me, certainly the star of the Dune trilogy, rather than anyone
I'm your
else.
mother,
So
Jessica.
I love that. I love that in the
Duke
game
has sent
that,
Gurney Halleck to Carthag Tuek.
yeah, we
Go
know that.
outside, take an Orny, and fly there. Hurry up, my son. I sense danger.
She does. They have made her look quite like Francesca Annis, but she doesn't look very much like. She doesn't sound very much like her. I do find it delightful that your parents introduce themselves to you as telling you that I'm your mother, I'm your father. You've just forgotten the past 50 years. Okay, and if we keep going out, here's a lovely corridor. Atreides Green. Here's another lovely room. And here we're outside, and we've got a lovely ornithopter. We can take an ornithopter. We can also, if you want, you can go into the desert. Oh yeah. You can. See, this is game, you're on a desert planet, but you can just wander off into the desert if you want. What will happen is that you will eventually, the blazing hot sun will get you. I'll see if we can get that. without. Well, is it going to do the blazing hot sun thing at me? I feel really nervous doing this. It's okay, because we're just going backwards and forwards. I can't get lost. Oh, there we go. There's blazing hot sun! As a warning that you probably shouldn't go wandering in the desert. If you do, for long enough, you will die. And you can get lost very easily because it's a desert. God, it's so weird. It's voices for everything. Okay, our destination. So this is the map. Oh, one thing we didn't look at is you can look at the Dune map, which is sort of your main, this is the strategy element of it. The other screen is like your RPG part of it. So I've got some nice music. Here's your palace. This is Dune. And can we move about the map? It's gonna let me move? How do I move? Oh, we're doing like this. So yeah. Oh, I remember this bit of the map because I always thought of that as a giant fish. Big fish. But yeah, so we can move, and these are the sietches. Sietches are little settlements where the Fremen live, which are in the desert, but tend to be in the rocks below ground, so they're a bit cooler. So, and that's Carthag. Okay. So we're going to take an ornithopter. And we can fly to one of these Carthag sietches. Carthag! Arg! Neat. God, it is weird with the voices. I wonder if I kind of want to switch off. And so here we go, we're flying across the desert. This, in 1992, 1991, this was so cool. I mean, look at this, you're really flying. And it all looks a bit 3D-ish and awesome, and this was so neat. And you can enjoy the whole flight like this. And in fact, this isn't just them sort of, I guess, I wouldn't say showing off these cool graphics. These are cool graphics. This isn't just them showing off this. You can just go, if you want, spend time just flying around the planet looking for new places, because you will find various settlements and sietches. And some of them, there's no like clue from another character that, oh, that's a place you should go to. You just randomly come across them, which is rather neat, and it felt really innovative at the time. Yeah, so we can just skip the destination, but I'm just going to let it fly down. And time is passing, you'll see we're going into evening. Luckily I don't have to worry about food or sleeping. There is one thing I have to worry about, but that's not started yet, so we'll worry about that when it comes up. So here we are. Whee! Flying a little ornithopter. The music's very good. I like it a lot. 2 thumbs up for the music. We're going to see the sietch as we land. I hope so. That would be very cool. Because we saw the palace as we landed, so we're going to see the sietch. Oh yeah, we do! There we go! Hey, we're coming into land at the sietch. Hey! There we go. Perfect landing. Later on, it actually is useful to back away one from the sietch because you sometimes have equipment. Here we are, and there's a person. It's a Fremen. If you're familiar with the story of Dune, you'll know that you can't just turn up to Fremen sietches in the story, in the book, because this would be a recipe for getting yourself stabbed and having your water harvested.
You are the son of the Atreides Duke, and of Jessica, the... Could he be the one?
I love you whispers.
We Fremen are the original inhabitants of Dune. We've adapted our way of life to the desert.
I want him to do more whispers. What was that? What was that?
We've heard of you. Yes, I agree to let
work
my
for me.
Work for you.
Okay, awesome. So that's what you can do once you find a sietch. You talk to the leader, and you ask them to, join up and help me because I'm the good guy and Harkonnens are really mean.
Have a look at the characteristics of my troop.
2,080 men, no women or children. Bit judgy. Motivation 26%. You want that higher for when you start like fighting and stuff. And you select choose occupation. And at the beginning, all you're interested in is spice production. And depending on as the game goes on, as the days pass, your troops will get better at whatever job you choose for them to have. You can change jobs as well. And And yeah, so they're going to learn about spice mining. And they're going to mine some spice for us. Why? Don't know. It's not... Don't think about it too hard. What are they getting out of this? We're getting spice and 2,000 soldiers. They're getting... Don't know. But, you know, probably we're better than the Harkonnens, so it's fine. So there's no one else in this siege. So we're just going to head back to our little ornithopter, and we're going to fly to the next one. So you can just choose, like, eastwards, northeastwards. You can fly, if you like, you can just fly straight to the Harkonnen capital and see what happens. Nothing good. I think you get, like, Fade Routha or Sting mocking you for your stupidity. Okay, we're just going to skip to our destination this time. Time does still pass, but we get straight there, which is nice. So, yeah, another guy here. So we say hello.
Something in you. But I wonder if you will be able to penetrate the secrets of this.
Oh my god! No. Okay. No. Childish.
I can feel something in. I'm not quite sure that you're able to appreciate our skills. I'm not quite.
Oh, whatever. I think that's because are they the like spice inspector people? There are people who wander around the sietches and will tell you how much spice is in an area or something. I think it's been a while. Okay, skip to destination. So surely Gurney is here, because that's why we're out here. We're not just out here for funsies. We're here to look for Gurney Halleck.
I'm Gurney Halleck.
Hello, Gurney.
I've served the Atreides for a long time.
Okay, that's really freaky because Gurney Halleck, you sound exactly like my father. That's just weird.
Did you notice? All the Fremen we meet have blue eyes. Totally blue.
Fremen?
No whites in them. It's linked to saturation of the blood with spice.
Oh. In the movie, Gurney Halleck's Patrick Stewart. This is no Patrick Stewart. Although in Oblivion, the Emperor was Patrick Stewart. Seems that's what I'm playing. Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Did you notice the Fremen seem to be organized into tribes or troops? It would be best for us to visit the 3 sietches together.
Okay. I think I might have to... Can I turn the voices off? They're really freaking me out because they don't sound right to me. I like the music. Okay, come with me, Gurney. Okay, Paul, I'm going with you. I'll do my own voices. Okay, stop talking. I've had enough of you, Gurney. Okay, we're talking to this guy. We saw you coming from the other siege. Work for me. Yes, I agree to start work for you. Yay. Okay. Ask for more information. 1,900 men, motivation 28%. Okay, and we would also like you to spice. Okay, we're talking to the Duke. Hello. The Fremen have a special garment without which they call a stillsuit. Wearing this, they can stay in the desert without losing body fluid. That is vaguely correct. It would be advantageous for us to have some of these stillsuits. I want you and Gurney to go and find some of these suits for us. And remember, avoid wandering in the desert. You won't go very far without a stillsuit. Because you can wander in the desert and die if you feel like it. That's fine. Hi, Gurney. Oh yes, stillsuits. Let me remember. That's it. The Fremen in the siege where we met told me about a stillsuit maker. Skip the destination. And... Hello, we're here to talk about stillsuits. I thought you looked interested in my stillsuit. I didn't even know what a stillsuit was, man. Yes, I know a stillsuit maker. You'll find him if you fly eastwards in your Orny. It's not very far. Be sure to fly with someone. Sieges are well hidden and not easy to find. Valuable tip there. If you go flying around the Ornithopter by yourself, you won't find anything. Orny with Gurney. Gurney in the Orny. Which direction's east? I know which way east is, obviously. I can tell the difference. I totally do know which way is east. Whee! And obviously you can't skip this because you're just flying through the desert. Until hopefully Gurney will spot something. Oh, big canyon. Oh, yay! Wait a minute, I'm not sure. I've just seen a siege on the right. Let's head there. Skip to destination. And here we are at a siege. Oh, and this is why you go back. Because look what we've got here. It's a spice harvester to help with spice production. Ooh. Spooky. A Fremen! Hello. Welcome to our siege, Paul Atreides. So you want to know about the principles of our stillsuits? It's good you're so keen to learn our ways. A stillsuit is basically a high-efficiency filter. Perspiration passes through the first layer, is gathered in the second. Salt is separated, and the reclaimed water circulates to catch pockets from which you can drink through a tube in your neck. That's nice. Breathing and walking provide the pumping action. That feels to me like they just pretty much lifted that wholesale from the novel. Here's some stillsuits for you both, and I'll send some to your pals as well. These Fremen are so much nicer than the canonical ones. I know of 2 more sietches in the vicinity whose leaders would be more than interested in meeting you, Paul Atreides. Travel north and east from here. We've heard you're the son of Duke Leto and of Jessica. Could he be the one? Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Fremen. Skip to destination. Fremen, hello. So here's Paul Atreides we've heard about. Yay, give orders to troop, and that's nice. I would like you to spice. The area has to be prospected for spice before we start mining it. Ah, which, Hi Gurney, I suspect the existence of a troop of prospectors. There has to be one. Yeah, I think Gurney, they're the guys who would work for me. And here, hopefully, fingers crossed, we might now appreciate abilities. Oh, here we are. We heard rumours that you might call in our services. Prospecting for spice is a dangerous and skillful job. Ah, good to see that our knowledge is appreciated. Yes, we will work for you. Well, that was easy. So we have to send these guys about because we're unbeatable in spice prospecting. Here, I have something you may find interesting. What? It's a map! So it's a handy map, so I can send them to where I want them to go. So I want them to go to here, and I want them to go to here. That's invisible. Okay, what do we do now, Gurney? Let's go back to the palace. Here we are. Look, the stillsuits have been stored here. Ah, interesting. It's cooler inside, isn't it? Yes, Gurney, it is. It's nice that you'll talk about the weather. We've got the stillsuits. Good work. Don't forget to have a look at the map to see if your troops are working well. Okay. Paul, as you know, we haven't been here at the palace long, and this old building still holds many secrets. Our enemies were here recently, and we've already found some traps. Well, your mother Jessica has a special talent for well-sounding rooms and finding secret doors, i.e. Bene Gesserit training, but let's not mention that. Go with her and search the palace. Okay, whatever. Where's Jessica then? There's Jessica. Yes, it is different. It's a palace. We will both try to examine the few rooms we can access. Go ahead, I'm following you. That's nice. Okay. Paul, I gave you more than an education. It was more a kind of special training. Bene Gesserit training? Is that what you're trying to say? I expect that here on this very special planet you'll discover that you have many special powers. That's nice that you just randomly expect that. Other words that aren't used in this game that quite meaningful in the book and the movie, it would be Kwisatz Haderach, and no one ever says that in the game. I can't tell you more for the moment, but each time you experience something strange or special, come and tell me. I'll give you an explanation, because I am Gandalf. Okay, excellent. I think there's a hidden door in the left. Yes, let's have a look. Okay, left-ish. And up. Ooh. What's this? It looks like a communication room used to send and receive long-distance messages. I'm going to try and open this door on the right. What's going to happen now? Oops. Oh, the Duke's come in. A communication room! Let's all gather here. Jessica really has extraordinary faculties, doesn't she? An exhausting exercise. Yes, finding that one secret door. You would not last long in Skyrim. As we're almost all gathered here, I would like to congratulate Paul. That's me! For what he's done since you arrived. I know, I've been amazing. Yep. I've done a lot. I've flown a lot of places. All my hopes are great. That's fine. I don't mind. The least bit. Is that it? This is communication room. When you view a message, a holographic image of the sender is generated in the center. Okay, that's nice. No messages have arrived yet, but I'm sure we will soon have one from the Emperor. I'm so tired from having to send rooms like that. It's emotionally exhausting. Gurney? Okay, we can go talk to Duncan, I guess, then. Duncan. Even with the Fremen, we won't get very far in mining space if we don't have more harvesters. A harvester is a very efficient machine. Okay. You told me you saw one harvester in a siege. Go there with Gurney and see if you can locate some more of them. Exit the palace before... Was it this one? I think it was this one. I'm staying here. Okay, bye-bye! Skip to destination, and... Look, the harvester, harvesting away. Let's go have a chat. Ooh, what's forward? No, wait! We'd rather you don't visit our siege. There's nothing nothing in here for you to see. Ha! That doesn't sound the least bit suspicious. I think there is something for me to see and you're just not letting me in. The harvester, we found it in a siege northeast. Fly straight from here over the crater center, but don't go beyond the rocky area. Yay! Yes! Go towards this place! Let's go to destination. Okay, here we are. Are there harvesters? 2 harvesters! Delicious. I have to go to the Fremen and get them to come here to get the harvesters. Is that right, maybe? Gurney, what do I do? Have you seen the 2 harvesters that are in the siege? We must go to the 2 nearest sieges to tell Fremen to come and pick them up. Okay, so I was right. Thank you, Gurney. Okay, I want to see the new map. And I want to give you a delicious harvester. Modify equipment and harvester done. And I want to move your troop to there. I'm sure that's the right bit. Okay, exit maps. Right, Gurney, we've handed out the harvesters. What do we do now? You're not helpful. You're not helpful at all. Okay, we'll go back to the palace, I guess. Where's the Duke? Hello. This is my favourite room in the palace. Look, Paul, look at those dunes. What's the sight? A person needs new experiences. They jar something inside you, allowing you to glow. Ah, the sleeper must awaken. That's a line from the film, not from the book. Oh, there we go. Without changes, something sleeps inside of and styles him awaken. The sleeper must awaken. Okay. And with that delightful announcement from the Duke, I think that's time to call an end to episode 1 of Let's Play Dune. Join me next week for our continuing adventure on Arrakis. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up or a comment, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye now.